Hi everyone, and welcome to another tutorial video. Today I have a TNT cannon that is actually pretty tiny compared to most other designs I've showed on this channel. And if you take a look over there, you can see we have a little target just in render distance, and I'm at maximum render distance right now, just to show you 32 chunks right now. And if I press this button, you can see that we completely destroyed our little target over there. And I just want to say one thing. I know that there's a lot of cannons on YouTube that are similar to this, but I did not copy them. I did not watch a YouTube video. I actually just messed around with some TNT mechanics and dispensers, and I noticed that the more TNT you have right here, the farther the TNT can go forward. And so I built this cannon right here without watching any YouTube videos. So this is my design, and if somebody else has made something that looks very similar to this, could very much be their design, but this one right here is mine. So anyways, let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so to start off this build, you're gonna want to find an area that is probably higher up if you're in a survival default world, because the terrain in default worlds can be everywhere, and you don't want your TNT getting blocked by anything. So by placing it on like a mountain or just a post that you make yourself, you can make sure that your TNT will travel a good distance in a default world. In a super flat world, it's not as much of a big deal, but I assume that this design is mostly going to be used for like servers where you're playing against your friends. And anyways, once you have it at a good height, you just want to place a oak fence right there with a oak pressure plate on top. And actually, you don't even need any of these right now. This is actually a good idea to keep right there. So like this, and then you can remove these blocks. This doesn't really need to be on a platform or anything, because all the redstone is on top of the machine itself, and you don't need extra platforms like this thing right here. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go up a block like this on either side, and then you're going to place a dispenser and another one on top of that, and then one right here and one on top of that. And then you can take a block and place a dispenser facing down like this. And then you can go back by one like this all around, so it looks like this, and then up like this, and you can place a block right there. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is take some dispensers and go 5 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the water bucket will be placed right here, but don't do it yet because it will pour everywhere. And if you might be thinking that the water bucket could flow farther than this and we could fit more dispensers, but there's no point because the TNT doesn't make it to the front in time. So I found this length to be the most efficient and usable. So anyways, you can go ahead and place more dispensers on the side like this, going all the way back just as far, and then you can place some more on top like this to create a double layer of dispensers. And you're going to want to make sure you shift, otherwise you can't place them on top of each other. And then you can do that again on this side, and then go up again like this. And then finally you can go around on the top and place them facing down like this. Actually, that wasn't the last thing. You're going to want to place a block right here, and then place one dispenser facing in like this, and another one like this. And you can actually go ahead and place in your water bucket right now, and you will see that it will flow, and you can tell that it could flow further, but like I said, there's not really a point. This is the most efficient way without wasting any TNT. Okay, so the next thing is to take some blocks and go around the back like this, and you don't actually need that block, and you can remove this block. It was only a temporary one. And you should do the same thing on the other side, like this, and remove that. And then on this one right here, just make sure you're shifting, or you can go out like this and then place one like this, and you can remove that. So you have this. Now you can actually go ahead and place redstone dust along all of the tops of these ones right here, and then around the side like this, and those ones right there. So you have something that looks like this. Oh yeah, and also these two right there. So you have something that looks like this. And make sure you don't connect these redstone dust up to these right here. These are going to be the bullet, and you don't want this being spawned at the same time because your system will just blow up. The next thing you should do is you should go underneath here, place some blocks along like this, and then go out like this, break that block, and then place another line of them like this, 5 long, and then take some repeaters like this and connect them all like this. Okay, so the next thing you can do is you can place a block right there, and don't worry about this being cut off because it'll just connect anyways around the side like this. Then place another block like that, and a redstone repeater facing into it like this. Then you can go like this and place a block up like that, and this is where you place your button. And the reason that you should use a button and not a lever is because you have to flick the lever once to turn it on, and then flick it again off, and then again to power it. With the button, you can just every single press will be a shot. So, and it turns back off by itself. Now, all you need to do is this bottom one right here. Just wrap it around like this, and then actually it'd probably be more compact to go up like that, and then around like this, and then put redstone dust along like this. So now all of these back dispensers are on the exact same tick because this one is connecting straight to the button, and then you have these repeaters that power the dispensers right here at the bottom through the block, and then you have this repeater to make sure that all of these dispensers right here are on the exact same tick as the bottom one. So if we power them, you should hear that they are all one universal sound, and it makes it actually pretty loud. So yeah. And then the next thing is to go out like this, and you can move that, and then go all the way across like this, and then up, and then another one like that, and then you take some repeaters along like that, and then one right there, and set them all to 4 ticks. And then you can place redstone dust along the tops of those like that. And now if we fill every single one with TNT. Okay, so once you have all of your dispensers filled, you can go ahead and test it out. It should work. Alright, so if we go and look at this, one sec, I'm going to go ahead and get some fireworks because elytras are faster than flying in creative. Okay, so if we have a look at where this TNT landed, it landed basically out of render distance of our cannon. That's our cannon, that little one right there. And this is how far the TNT went. And as you can see, they actually spread out a bit, but it still went very far, and it's pretty accurate. I mean, our TNT is about right there, and some went to the sides, but besides that, it went to the same relative location. And the thing is, you can keep pressing this as much as you want, so you can keep firing it. You can't actually create a comparator timer or any kind of timer to hook up to this system, because if you do that, it could actually explode itself, and that would not be good. There are a lot of really good ranged like cannons that actually like are completely automatic, and I suggest you go check those out online. I don't know if they fire exactly as far as this, but they definitely shoot very far, and they're automatic. So if you want to check those out, you just search up far automatic range cannons on YouTube. But for the purposes of what you might need this cannon for, just very, very, very far shooting, you should be perfectly fine. And yeah, that should wrap up this video. And to be honest, this is actually a really, really simple design. It's something you can easily get. The resources aren't that like taxing. Like maybe the repeaters, getting all that stone might be a little difficult, but besides that, it's not actually that hard. I can see though, if you have a mob farm or a skeleton spawner farm, then getting all the bows for these dispensers should not be that hard either. And yeah. And also, if you want to go see some a little bit more complicated builds, you can go check out my video that explains exactly why this is the fastest possible shooting or repeating TNT cannon, and it ends up doing stuff like this. And anyways, that's going to be all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.